Did you hear? The Pope said we can use condoms.
He said what?
He said we can use condoms.
That does not sound like the Pope. Are you sure that it was him who said that?
Yes. I read about it on the internet.
Oh. Then it wasn't him.
I am sure that it was.
Perhaps you were reading The Onion online, and it was just a joke.
No. I am not an idiot. I read it on the Huffington Post. The Pope believes condoms can help in the fight against HIV infection.
But in 2009, when the Pope was on his way to Africa, he told reporters that the AIDS epidemic there could not be resolved by condoms. He said they actually increased the problem.
He was having a bad day then. It was mostly jet lag. You know how the press can be. The Lane Street media twisted his words.
Okay. Did the Pope say this during Mass?
No, he was quoted in a book.
The Pope is writing a book?
No, it was someone else's book. Someone in Germany, I think. The Pope was interviewed and quoted.
The Pope just decided to reverse thousands of years of church teaching in a quote in a book written by some German guy?
I know what you're thinking.
Do you? Because I'm thinking it was not really the Pope.
It was the Pope. The Vatican later confirmed it.
Okay, what did he say exactly?
He basically said that in cases of male prostitutes, it is okay for them to use condoms to limit the spread of HIV. The risk of infection outweighs the potential loss of conception. I'm paraphrasing here.
Wait. I'm confused again. Is male prostitution a big industry in Africa?
I honestly don't know.
Are there a lot of women hiring male prostitutes in Africa?
Again, I don't know. I don't know anything about Africa. I guess the Pope would know about it, because he knows lots of things. But when you put it that way, it does sound very unlikely.
I would think male prostitutes would be having sex with other men.
Yes, I suppose so.
Maybe that's just me.
No, I would definitely agree.
So then the whole argument about conception makes no sense.
It does. It is to protect the wives of the male prostitutes.
The male prostitutes have wives? What is going on in Africa?
I don't know. I already said I don't know anything about Africa. I just know the Catholic Church says men aren't supposed to waste any semen. If they did, potential souls that might come into the world would be lost.
That's not how the male reproductive system works. Sperm do not live inside the testes forever.
I understand how the male reproductive system works. I am not resistant to science. I'm just trying to explain their reasoning, even if it is obviously flawed.
Okay. So only male prostitutes can use condoms?
Female prostitutes can use them as well. The church clarified that point, so as to avoid any confusion.
I'm glad there is no confusion.
Me too.
What if you're not a prostitute? Can you still use condoms?
I don't think so. Condoms are for prostitutes.
But aren't regular people at risk of contracting HIV if they have unprotected sex, just like prostitutes?
They can't have sex just like prostitutes. They should not have sex outside of marriage.
But people do.
Some people do. But they should not, or they could damn their eternal souls to hell.
Is it that they should not use condoms, or that they should not have sex at all?
This conversation is making my head hurt.
When was prostitution cleared by the Pope?
It has not been cleared.
So why is the Pope saying condoms are okay for people who are already doing something he thinks is wrong, but it's not okay for people who are not doing anything wrong?
I think what he means is, you shouldn't have premarital sex, but if you are going to, you should be a whore about it. And if you're going to be a whore about it, it's best to protect yourself. I think that's what the Pope was trying to say.
Now it makes sense. I'm going to go to Africa to be a whore, and have all the protected sex I want, and my soul will remain pure. I will be leaving immediately.
I will see you at the airport.